What's going on, guys? Bob Buskirk here at ThinkComputers, and today we're taking a look at a brand new case from Raidmax. It is their Agusta and has a really cool design, kind of unique storage options as well. It sells for right now about $100, so let's just go ahead and check it out. If we start at the front of the case here, it does have our Raidmax logo right there, and then we have three 5¼ inch bays, and these bays have the easy release latches, so they're going to be extremely easy to take off when you're going ahead and installing your optical drives. As we move down here, there's sort of like this cover or like this door. Kind of has like a transformer look to it. It is white. It looks actually pretty cool here. But this is actually a door, and it's held on by magnets here, so it's pretty easy to open and close here. But if we open it up here, you can see that we have two more 5¼ inch bays, and right here, this section right here is a little mesh section, and behind that is a 120mm intake fan. At the top of the case, you'll find all of your front panel connections and buttons and all of that fun stuff. So you have your power button, reset button, hard drive activity LED, and this looks like a power LED right here. You have 2 USB 2.0 ports. You have your USB 3.0 port right there, audio connections, and then you have two knobs here. One is for fan speed, low to high, and the other one is for the fan LEDs, it looks like. So you can, there are 3 fans in here that do have LEDs, and I'm assuming with this knob you'll be able to turn those LEDs up or down, on or off. You know, you might not want all of that light going on maybe when you're trying to sleep or something like that. The side panel of the case does have some cooling options here. You can fit a 120 or 180mm cooling fan here. Now, what's really interesting about this case, as I said, pretty cool storage options. So normally in a case you have, you know, your hard drive stored below your optical drives or something like that. In this case, it is a little bit different here. So we have this bottom section here, and it actually opens up. So what we'll do is you press these 2 hinges and it pulls down just like that. In there, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hard drive bays. These little trays actually come out here. Take one out, and you guys can see that right there. Plastic trays. These support 2.5 inch and 3.5 inch hard drives. The other side opens up as well, so you can do all your cabling and all that. And as you can see, just as easy to put right back in there. Very, very cool small little section right there. Just makes it, you know, just gets the hard drives out of the way more or less. It's a pretty cool design. You know, be interested to see if more manufacturers actually use a system like this. On the back side of the case, you have a 120mm cooling fan. You have these little pull-outs here that just makes it easier to pull the side panels off of the case. And of course, you do have thumb screws on both side panels. So if you need to get in your case, you just simply remove the 2 thumb screws. Very, very easy. You can see our power supply is going to be mounted on the bottom as well. Now, all the way at the bottom here, we do have 2 more cooling fans. We have 2 80mm cooling fans, and these are going to be used to cool off all of your hard drives that are going to be stored at the bottom of the case. Moving inside here, we can see that Raidmax is using a simple tool system for the 5¼ inch base. So you have, again, you have your 3 up here and your 2 down here. Now, there is room to mount 2 SSDs here, so you can put them 1 in here and 1 in here as well. You can see the little mounting holes for that. So you can actually put 2 more SSDs and not even make use of this bottom part if you really don't want to. Also, Raidmax has gone with a white interior sort of on the motherboard tray. So that's just going to look really nice. It's going to give a nice contrast to your system. And of course, the expansion slot covers are also white. As far as the rest of the cooling goes inside the case, you have that 120mm exhaust fan right here, as well as 2 120mm LED fans right at the top. I've gone ahead here and taken the back side panel of the case off. You can see we do have some cable routing holes, as well as a large CPU cutout and a cutout up here at the top for your CPU power. Now, there is not a lot of room between the back side of the motherboard tray and the back of the case, so it's gonna be pretty interesting once we get into installation to see if we're actually gonna have enough room to route things behind the motherboard tray. Again, the cable routing holes, which are kind of hard to see here, they are pretty small as well, so cable routing is probably going to be a little bit harder on this case. So this wraps up our quick overview of the Raidmax Agusta case. Now, make sure you check back very soon on thinkcomputers.org, as we'll have our full written review, which will include our installation and all of that. And remember, guys, if you like our videos, why don't you subscribe? Catch you guys later.